Hey guys, what's up? TTM Mike here, coming at you with a flea market video. It's just a recap of what I bought last Thursday at the Columbus Flea Market in New Jersey. I usually go straight to three guys that are out there. They always have sports stuff. Once in a while, I'll find somebody who's got, who's a wild card, and they'll have something I like. But I usually stick to the same guy. One guy is Art. The other gentlemen, I don't remember their names. But Art hooks me up all the time. So first off, let's start with this pile here. So this was a pile. This whole stack, everything was $1. So this pack was $1. 2007 Topps baseball. Nothing really great. You have a Chipper Jones, and this was a good candidate to be graded until I saw that the edge right there. See if you can focus. You can see the white on the edge right there. That killed it for me. So Chipper Jones, A-Rod card, Jake Peavy, Kurt Schilling, should be in the Hall of Fame, Brian Schneider, and Jack Wilson. So that was all for $1. Then I picked up this pack here, Leaf Studio. Again, no big deal, but I couldn't let it go for $1. I had to pick it up. And we have Mike Gallego, used to play for the Oakland A's, also shortstop. We have Wes Chamberlain, Greg Gagne, great player, two-time world champ. Andre Dawson, Hall of Famer. We have George Bell, who was a great Blue Jay player. Norm Charleston, I think he was 1990 world champ with the Bad Boys. Sandy Alomar Jr. I've sent to Sandy Alomar Jr. through the mail so many times, they never come back. He's a coach with the Indians. Todd Hundley, former New York Mets catcher. He had a great year. I think he hit over 40 home runs once. Gary Scott. Alex Hernandez, Greg Swindell, and Checklist. So that was also $1. You can't lose for $1. You might get lucky. So, and then I picked up these. Like I said, everything here was $1. So this was $1. This is a TCMA card, I believe. 1980 TCMA. So this is Branch Rickey. I never knew Branch Rickey was a professional ball player, but apparently he played 4 years professional ball for the Yankees and the St. Louis Browns. We all know him as the executive for the Brooklyn Dodgers, who broke the color line by hiring the great Jackie Robinson. Branch Dickey, never knew he had a card. So, cool. It was a GM for the Brooklyn Dodgers. And then this was in the dollar pile. This is Sad Sam Jones. Reason I picked him up is because the cards are like in mint condition, man. Here we go with this. This is Tony Lazzari. He was a Yankee second baseman. So glad to add him to the PC. And then I saw a bunch of these cards. These were all $1 as well. Postcards from the 1979 World Series, the Pittsburgh Pirates versus the Baltimore Orioles. Who is that? That's an Olympic stamp there. So it says here it was canceled October 12th, 1979 in Pittsburgh. So it's several here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send, because you have some 79 Pirates and some Baltimore Orioles that signed through the mail who were in that World Series. So I'm gonna send these out to them. Hopefully they'll sign. I'll put a little sticky note, please sign on the other side. I won't send it in this holder because a lot of guys sign the plastic holders as opposed to signing, the actual postcards. So yeah, I'll send this out. I think Kent Tekulve signs. I know Ed Ott signs. So I'm going to send them out. That's going to be the new project, sending these out to Baltimore Orioles and Pittsburgh Pirates. So, yeah, think I picked up 6 of them there. And then Steve Carlton, this Hall of Fame postcard. Steve Carlton does sign through the mail for a fee. I believe it's $40. I would like to get that signed. And I picked up this Dow LaMonica. As you can see, originally he had it for $5 or $3. Then he went down to $2, and then he went down to $1. Dow LaMonica. He just passed away, unfortunately. Nice card. Rest in peace, Mr. Dow LaMonica. And then this was also $1 in the dollar box. And this is autographed by Mr. Luis Tiant, the great Cuban pitcher, who in my opinion should be in the Hall of Fame. He was a pretty damn good pitcher. He played for the Red Sox, Cleveland Indians, the Yankees, a couple of teams he played for. I think he earned a spot in the Hall of Fame, but, you know, it's not up to me to decide who gets in. It's up to the writers and the commission for the senior ball players. So, and then I picked up these. These are all-time greats cards. So I did not pay $3. I did not pay any of the sticker prices. I paid $1 for everything. So these were postcards, Hall of Fame postcards of players who were inducted into the Hall of Fame. So Joe Sewell was inducted in 1977. It's got some of them are blank on the back, but yeah, these are pretty nice looking. I think maybe I'll take all the Hall of Famers and slowly but surely get them graded one day. See what happens. So we have Heine Manouche, guys I never heard of. That was $1. You got Wade Hoyt, he's a Hall of Famer, $3, but I paid $1. And you have Harry Hillman, paid $1. This one was originally priced at $3. Lloyd Wayner, paid $1. Some of these guys I never heard of. Some of them are Hall of Famers. Billy Herman's a Hall of Famer, $2. I paid $1. So a guy was just blowing his stuff out. He just wanted to get rid of it. So here's John McGraw. He was a manager for the New York Giants. $1. And this guy, Red Faber, $1. All-time greats. Bill Terry, Hall of Famer, paid $1. All-time greats. Ralph Kiner, Hall of Famer, longtime announcer, color analyst for the Mets. Paid $1. Everything was $1. So Earl Combs, Hall of Famer. Early Wynn, Hall of Famer. Unfortunately, all these guys have passed away. It would have been great to get some autographs on these. Lou Bordeaux, he used to sign through the mail. Ralph Kiner used to sign through the mail. Dave Bancroft, he is a Hall of Famer, 1971. Never heard of him, but apparently he was a New York Giant, and he's a Hall of Famer. Who is this? Kiki Kyler, is he a Hall of Famer? I don't know, it doesn't say. Herb Pennock, $1. He is a Hall of Famer. Never heard of old Herb. He was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1948. Maybe that's why I never heard of him. We got this guy, Harry Hooper. We have Earl Averill. I think he's he is a Hall of Famer, inducted in 75. Jocko Conlon, who was an umpire, he's in the Hall of Fame. I know that. I remember he used to do signings. I never got his autograph, but, you know, who the hell wanted an umpire's autograph when you can get Willie Mays and stuff like that? So, should have got him. Miller Huggins, Hall of Famer. We have Dazzy Vance. So, like I said, I only paid $1 for all these. Red Ruffin. Rube Waddell. Jimmy Collins. Frankie Frisch for $1. He's a Hall of Famer, I believe. Not sure. I think he is. Rabbit Moranville, $1. Here's Judge K.M. Landis. I think he was the commissioner of baseball. Paid $1 for that. Paid $1 for this. Frank Chance. Okay, he was on the Red Sox here, but I think this was Tinkers to Evers to Chance when they played on the Cubs. A double play combination. Burley Grimes, Hall of Famer. We have Wilbert Robinson and Trish Speaker, Hall of Famer. We have Paul Wainer again. We have a Ducky Medwick. We have a Eddie Plank. Luke Applin, he's a Hall of Famer. He used to sign through the mail. He's passed away. They are all passed away now. Goose Goslin. And that is it for the all-time greats postcards. All $1. And then this was $1. This is just a regular old. He had it priced $3, but he threw it into the dollar bin. So this is just a postcard of Yankee Stadium. There goes Reggie Jackson. They're playing the Oakland A's. So that's nice. And then there was another fellow there that I stopped by his table. I don't know his name, but this is like the third time I brought a couple of packs of Mets sealed Mets cards from him. I showed in a previous video, but I picked. He charged me $10 for a little stack here. So this is a Bill Verdin autograph card. Bill Verdin recently passed away, I think within the past year. So this is signed, the postcard, and then he taped an index card. So I guess he asked him a question, what was his favorite memory or something, and he put down the 1960 Pittsburgh Pirates was my favorite team, playing in the series and winning was my favorite memory. So the guy obviously asked him with his letter, TTM, what was your favorite memory of being in baseball, and he wrote down that. And then he signed it, Bill Verdin. So 2 for 1, 2 autographs. The postcard and the index card. Very cool pickup. And then this guy's a Hall of Famer. Don't know if you guys recognize him, but it says, sincere regards, Bill Sharman. Bill Sharman is a basketball Hall of Famer. So pick this up. So the Verdin and this card and a couple of these cards were all in a batch for $10. So this is Johnny Sane. You've heard of the Sane when he played for the Milwaukee Braves. Spawn and Sane and Pray for Rain. One was a lefty, one was a righty. So this is an autograph of Johnny Sane. So pretty cool. Throws right. He was a righty, Warren Spahn was a lefty, and they were a dynamic duo. Spawn and Sane and Pray for Rain. So that's autographed. And this autograph, I don't know who signed it. It's Pete somebody. Pete C.O.S. And apparently he was a Dodger. There's like a Dodger card. I have to do some research, see who it is. I'm not familiar with that autograph. C-O-S-E, I don't know. But it's Pete's the first name. And then I picked up this Frank Crosetti. I did receive Frank Crosetti through the mail a few years ago. And that autograph looks exactly like the one I got on an index card. Frank Crosetti. Also, for the same gentleman, I picked up this Nick Bonaconte, who passed away. But the card, this is an old card. The card looks amazing. You know, this is a 1972 Topps football card that's in amazing shape. So I might send this out to get graded. He's a Hall of Famer. And then I picked up from the same gentleman this Rusty Staub Deco Edge. Nice card, Deco Edge. And then I came across from the same gentleman a bunch of cards I have never seen before. Fudd's Photography. Here's a Rusty Staub. So compliments of Fudd's Photography. So Rusty Staub, rest in peace. There's nothing on the back. So you don't know what year. Well, I'm assuming it was the 60s. So that was Rusty Staub. You have Manny Mota when he was on the Expos. These are all Expos cards. Mike Wegner on the Expos. Another Expos card. Don Bosch. Never really heard of any of these guys. There's a couple of them. Mac Jones. Heard of Manny Mota and Rusty. That's about it. Gary Sutherland I heard of. He played for the Tigers also. Who's this? Oh, Jim Mudcat Grant. Heard of him. He was a pitcher. Played for Pittsburgh as well. The Pirates. Cal McClish. Never heard of him. Floyd Wicker. Carl Morton. Dan McGinn. Doesn't say what positions they played either. Bob Bailey, heard of him. He was a first baseman, good hitter. And the final card is Jose LeBoy. So if anybody has any information, you can tell me what year this was or what set it was from. Any information would be greatly appreciated. If anybody out there knows, let me know. I would love to know more about those. And then I picked up some cards from my friend Art. I picked up this high. Is this a high number? Yeah, it's pretty high. But I'm not sure if I have this or not already. But I'm almost complete. I'm like 200 cards away from completing my 72 tops cards. But what I'm missing is the high numbers, and the high numbers are expensive. So I've got to go easy on these. So my friend Art gave me a good deal on these. Art sold this one to me, J.R. Richards. If it wasn't for that little dot right there, that printing dot right here, this card would be absolutely perfect. As it is, it's probably a 7 or a 6. But the corners are sharp. The edges are sharp, man. The surface is mint condition. J.R. Richards has passed away, but he was a really great fireballing pitcher for the Houston Astros. The only bad thing about this card, like I said, is that printing mark right there over the A. Otherwise, this card is beautiful, man. What year is this? This is a 74 tops. So James Rodney Richards, he was a heck of a pitcher. So got that from Art. And I got this tops card from Art. This is the St. Louis Cardinals, I think, celebrating the 68 or 67 World Series win. It's Tim McCarver, so I'm going to send it out to Tim. He does sign through the mail. And I think I could probably send this out to, it's Kurt Flood. I could probably send this out to Dick Grote. He's still alive. And see if he'll sign it. So, celebrating a World Series. The Cardinals celebrate. So I'm going to send this out to Tim McCarver. And I picked this up. Don Kessinger, he signs through the mail. Nice looking card. And a bunch of postcards here. This is a Frank Robinson postcard I picked up. Cleveland Indians. He was the first black manager in Major League Baseball. So another barrier broken. And then I picked up some cards. This is Churchill Downs, I believe. Yep, Churchill Downs. Nice postcard. Churchill Downs, the famous racetrack in Kentucky. And I picked this card up. This is Municipal Stadium, Cleveland. They used to call this the Mistake by the Lake. It doesn't exist anymore. And they built the Jake or whatever it's called now, Progressive Field. But yeah, the Browns and the Indians used to play here. The Mistake by the Lake. And then I picked up another one. The Mistake by this is like a silky type. So it says right here, bird's eye view of Cleveland Municipal Stadium in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. The Mistake by the Lake, as you can see in the wintertime, like September, October, and April, it was freezing there because it was right off the lake. That's why they called it a Mistake by the Lake. And somebody wrote, and this stamp was 1 penny back then. So this went to Pittsburgh. Pretty cool. Got another postcard here. This is the old Busch Stadium. And another one, Busch Stadium. So I'm going to send one of these and the card to Mr. McCarver, see if he'll sign them for me. And I got this neat home of the San Francisco Giants, Candlestick Park, another horrible, horrible park. Very windy there at nights. Even during at night, people would be in like long coats in the summertime because it was so cold out there in San Francisco. This is Candlestick Park, home of the San Francisco Giants. Don't know what year this was produced, but it is an old card. I like picking up these old cards. So Juan Marichal still signed, and maybe I can send this out to Juan Marichal. And here's another one. Candlestick Park, home of the Giants, Candlestick Park. And picked up this Postcard, Forbes Field, where the Pirates used to play. Forbes Field. The Pittsburgh Pirates has a seating capacity. Beautiful home of the Pittsburgh Pirates has a seating capacity of 34,000. It no longer exists. The only thing that exists now in Pittsburgh is part of a wall, an outfield wall to commemorate old Forbes Field. So this could also be Roy Face is still alive, Dick Groder's still alive, Mazeroski's still alive. I might send him, but I got to get on that quick because those are old timers, and you never know. Here's Wally Moon. There's an exhibit card, Wally Moon. So Art gave me all these cards for a good deal, like 20 bucks, 25 bucks, something like that. So whenever you get that, you take it. You get a deal like that, you take it. And this is a Premier Black Tops hockey set that I picked up. I opened it so I don't have to struggle online while making this video showing you who's in there. So you got that card. You got the great Eric Lindros. You got the great Ed Belfour. You got the great Ray Bork. You got the great Steve Yzerman. You got the great Andrei Kovalenko. You have Curtis Joseph Cujo. You have Phil Housley. You have Pierre Turgeon. You have the great Brett Hall, Hall of Famer. You have Patrick Roy, Hall of Famer. Larry Murphy. And the last card in that set is Pat LaFontaine. He does sign for a fee. So through the mail, he will sign for you, but for a fee. So some nice cards, and they're in great shape for, this is 1994. So great shape. And then I picked up a few more of these George Foster cards. This was part of the, from my friend Mike, Art. He just threw a couple of these. I got 5 of them. So I might send one of these through the mail to Mr. George Foster, see if he'll sign it for me. But it's very delicate. As you can see, the perforated lines there. What this was supposed to be was a disc. You take the disc apart. And I've seen only the disc graded. And I have seen once at the National this whole piece graded. So this is like a checklist. Pepsi Cola. See, right now I just touched it and it started to come apart right there. It's very delicate, man. And then so I picked that up from Art. And I don't know who I picked this up from, but I found this at a table. I think I paid $1 each. Yeah, $1 each. I used to love The Thing from Fantastic Four, so I'm going to read this and then just put it away. I'm not going to grade it or anything. It's not in great condition. And you have this book. This was Doctor Strange versus Ghost Rider special, so I'm going to read this as well. Used to love Ghost Rider, Johnny Cage, or Johnny Blaze. There he is, Ghost Rider, Johnny Blaze. And there's Doctor Strange. So I'll read both of these one day. And also picked these up from Art. Art actually threw these in. He didn't charge me for these. So this is the great Al Hrabosky, the mad Hungarian. He was a relief pitcher. He would stomp around and stomp his foot and scream and pound his glove. Al Hrabosky. He was a great relief pitcher. And I picked this one up. Keith Hernandez. Card looks in really great shape. Keith Hernandez always does shows here in New York because he's a legendary Met. And I picked this one up, and I'm sending this through the mail to Dan Pastorini. He signs through the mail. And Bubba Smith has passed away, but this was a nice-looking card. So I figure if I send this in to get graded, it might get like a 6 or a 5. It's a nice-looking card. Thank you, Art. He threw all of these in for free. Here's Calvin Murphy. He signs $5, so I think I'm going to send this in to Calvin Murphy. He signs for $5. And Gail Goodrich, Hall of Famer. Oh, Murphy's a Hall of Famer, too. Gail Goodrich signs, I believe, $10, so I might send this out to Gail Goodrich as well. And who is this? Steve Hamilton. This is another high number for my set, 766. And I picked this card up because it was a real good-looking card, man. This card looks mint. Corners look mint. Centering is a little off, but it's a nice looking card. So yeah. And now for the cream of the crop, the best find that I made. I paid like $10 for this, only because the guy who sold it to me didn't know if the autograph was authentic or not. It was a great deal for $10. I'm gonna send this out to get authenticated, regardless whether it's real or not. $10, I was willing to take the chance, and the guy who sold it to me, he wasn't willing to take the chance. He was just a flipper. He didn't care about any of his stuff. But this was from April 17th, 1952. It was sent to Regis Welsh. And this is a Joe DiMaggio autograph. Now, I have Joe DiMaggio's autograph, and the J looks different. But then this is 1952, and I picked up a Joe DiMaggio autograph that he signed in the 80s. So it's possible that the J could have changed over the years. It's to Regis, best wishes, Joe DiMaggio. $10. I'm willing to give it a shot and send it in to PSA. It came from San Francisco, California. That's where Joe DiMaggio lived in the off season. He lived in Frisco, San Francisco. He was born and raised in San Francisco. So I don't know what the guy was thinking, $10. But when he said $10, I couldn't whip my money out fast enough. I said, because the DiMaggio, the D, and the M, it looks like the autograph I already own. I have like 3 DiMaggio autographs. It's the J. The J on the Joe looks different than the ones I already have. But like I said, the ones I already have, I purchased them during the 80s. And so at card shows. So I think this is real. I'm sending it in to Slab City to get authenticated. So we will see. Soon we will find out whether this was a good $10 investment. If this turns out to be legit, then this little index card will be worth more than $10 and more than $18 to get it graded. So my little, probably I'll send it into the basic submission, but sometimes they upcharge you. So I don't know. Gareth will tell me what the deal is, but I'm sending it in. So I invest maybe $18 and $10 for the purchase, $28. If this is real, it's a nice little purchase. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching this flea market pickup. That's everything I picked up at the flea. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that like button. Subscribe. I usually go to flea markets and see what I can find. See if I can find some steals and Joe DiMaggio deals. So thank you, guys. I will catch you next time. Hope you're having a great day. Take care of yourselves. Stay cool in this hot weather, and I'll see you soon. Take care, everybody. God bless. Peace.